Yo, 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 what is up everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. So hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. I've been getting a lot of questions about the Earth Flak, what I think of it, do I think it's going to be effective, all that jazz. And I've been waiting because I don't have one currently, and just going to put that out there, I don't have one. I have not personally tested it out myself. So the strategies that I am saying are based on my experience in the game and from what I've seen some of the top players using them as, and from attacking them. Because I've been finding bases with level 75 and I've been attacking. And yeah, the strategies that I'm saying here might change, and if so, I will let you guys know in the future. Because I am planning on building one, and that's that. So the Earth Flak is the final flak in the series of flaks. I got a lot of questions about, hey man, so there's a dark flak, fire flak, ice flak, and earth flak, and there's electro flak, but where's wind flak? The electro flak is the wind flak. I don't know why they decided to not name it what it is. I mean, I guess electro makes sense, but technically they're all electric because they're like all elemental, and it kind of looks like an electroshock, but anyway. This is the electro flak. It is also the wind flak. So they are done with the flak series. We have seen all the flaks. We're good on that. So the Earth Flak Tower. I'm just going to go over the abilities really quick. It deals elemental damage just like all the other flaks. Its damage is not very high. Not very high. This tower is not meant for damage. It is meant for utility. The difference between damage and utility is what it does. Damage are just towers that deal a ton of freaking damage. And they're meant to try and deal as much damage as possible in just one shot. An example of that is the Dark Flak. It is meant for dealing a ton of damage. Its Super Shot also deals the utility of stunning, but the majority of its power comes from the damage it deals. Fire Flak, also meant for damage, because it does that, like the Super Shot is increased damage, and then also decreases the amount of damage that the dragon does, which is also utility, but mostly it's used for damage. Ice Flak, mostly utility, because it makes it to where they can't use their spells, and Electro Flak, I literally did that the last, this is the third time I'm recording this freaking video. Electro Flak is meant for damage, because the Super Shot is just an insane amount of damage that is non-elemental. So the Earth Flak does not deal a ton of damage, but its utility is quite useful, at least from what I can tell. So it is basically a storm tower on steroids. It gives towers an invincibility shield, just like a storm tower, which is temporary. And in order to take the invincibility shield off of the towers before the cooldown ends, I think it's just like a few seconds. You can see right here, it's not like that long. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 seconds, which is long enough to, still be a nuisance. But if you want to take out the tower, take out the shields, just take out the tower and the shields will go away. That is what Storm Tower does, and this tower does that exact same thing. However, it also adds 20% HP permanently. One Super Shot will add an extra 20% to these towers. So what that means is that this is an upgrade for a Storm Tower. I mean, definitely, right? Because the Storm Tower only provides an invincibility shield, and it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. This is at least somewhat more damage than what the Storm Tower deals. And it has the additional bonus of that 20% HP. And if you have taken my advice of really focusing on HP on your towers, which means that, you're focusing on the HP gear, like these, that 20% bonus is going to be quite significant. And it's permanent. It's not like the Ice Turret Shield, because the Ice Turret Shield, it does produce a shield on nearby towers. However, it is not permanent, because once you hit, like, the tower 3 times, the shield goes away. And it's not that much. So, strategy-wise, so the primary use I see for this thing is definitely on the farm island. Because farms are, when being defended, farms can be a very big pain to take out. And a lot of times that's what saves a base from being 5 flamed in wars, are those farms. Because they naturally have a lot of HP. So what I am probably going to do, because I'm going to build one, is I'm probably going to put it in place of this ice turret. Because that added HP to those is going to be so powerful. At least in my opinion. And the invincibility shield definitely helps if someone has like Death Gaze or something, and they try to waste it on a farm and you use the invincibility shield and it wastes it. So I see this being very, very strong in the middle of farms. Now, if you are a lower level and are currently leveling up 2 Flaks, I don't know if you should be wasting Elemental Embers. Because again, until they fix the problem with Elemental Embers, and I've said this many times, what they need to do, just make Ice and Fire turret shards, Elemental Embers, and make it all one consumable. That's it. Just do it. It fixes the entire problem. I mean, for the most part, it fixes the entire problem. So just do that. Everything should be good. But for now, building up 3 Flaks free to play as a lower level, sure, it might not be too bad, because if you're a lower level, the Elemental Embers needed aren't that much. But as you start getting up into like the higher level 30 to 40 range of towers, that's when the Elemental Embers needed starts to pick up. And you're not going to be able to maintain leveling up those towers with your other towers, which you don't want. So keep with those 2 towers, 2 Flaks, Fire and Dark, probably. That's, in my opinion, still the best 2 to build for most players. And yeah, do I think that this could be useful on my kill island? Maybe. The one issue I have with putting it on my kill island is I don't really know what tower to swap, because all these towers has a purpose. Blue Mage, if I remove that, people can just cloak. Hostet will run through the space so easily if I remove the Blue Mage, so I can't really do that. I need that Red Mage because then people just freeze everything, and then they just kill it all. So not really, you have to have a Red Mage. Dark Flak, very, very strong damage, can 2-shot most dragons, and it has that stun. Ice Flak makes it to where they can't use spells, and that screws over so many people who cannot fly, which is the majority of some of the top teams. The only one I could potentially swap is the Fire Flak, but even then, the Fire Flak deals that extra damage, and the damage that it produces is so nice, and that's why I hesitate swapping it out for one of these. So, I'm still debating it. Do I think it could be useful for other players' kill islands? Probably. But for me, currently, I'm just going to be putting it on my farm island and just kind of leaving my kill island as it is for now. Because that added HP would definitely be helpful, but I don't know if it outweighs the pros of having this setup. I don't know yet. I will see it. I probably will test it once I level one up. But anyway, guys, just wanted to make a quick video on what I thought of it and all that. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.